Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Conarium, blind. Let's continue onwards into those caverns. There's a third eye opening on my forehead, which I guess signifies that I'm slowly making my way towards enlightenment.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me.
Well, it's weird.
For a moment, I thought I saw a light on my brow.
Yeah, right. I was about to say it's weird that he commented on that and didn't comment on his apparent third eye opening.
I felt a strange crawling sensation in my wrists when I touched this black mirrored surface, and I thought I saw a light glowing on my forehead. For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me.
I guess this actually goes to the surface, and this is the snow falling in.
Frank, can you hear me?
Oh, thank God. Yes, I can hear you.
Finally. It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Use one of the submarines and follow the light.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you? Damn it. The connection is lost.
Submarines, huh? So I guess
I have to keep going. Why? Where are they?
I guess I'm going even deeper. Okay, that's a flashlight, but I guess I have a better one. So this is kind of useless to me. More of those. We finished tweaking the submarines one last time, and again they are ready for the next uncertain voyage ahead. This time, we will also mark the way with light sources to make it easier for the later expeditions. In a short while, all members of the primary underwater exploration party, led by Dr. James Barlow, will head for the next destination, which appears to be towards the mythical entrance to the legendary Netherworld. But again, I wonder whether they are looking for something that is not to be found. You think? You'd think if they knew what an elder sign is, they would have figured it out already. But it makes me wonder also, it must have closed behind them? Because obviously there are already tents in here and stuff, and yet the path was closed when I tried to go through it. After all, I've experienced, read and studied here after all those sleepless nights spent discussing the laws of nature and how to bend them, what lies beyond, and how to reach a certain state to see more without eyes. Even I cannot help but think This journey may easily lead straight to hell, but we have got to go through it all in search of answers. Okay. Okay, this does definitely look like a creature. Like, what would a plant need wings for? Especially wings that look so much like actual bat wings. About the nature of the underwater caverns. Were those maze-like tunnels flooded at some point? Or were they carved underwater? This was the main topic of debate at the last night's meeting, and what Dr. Faust hinted at on various occasions, cited from a dark, leather-bound book, was too frightening, at least for the ones who could understand the underlying links. The megalithic statues, ornate standing stones, and the flat areas of polished rock we could see at some point make us think this place could be a religious temple complex of some sorts. We cannot imagine what it looked like in its former days, for now it lies in ruins, bare and without any sign of underwater fauna or flora. It is possible to assume that, due to volcanic activities in the Earth's crust, the climate here is humid and temperate, but we don't know exactly whether this is the case. That theory somehow explains the nature of those small scattered fragments of obsidian, along with that cryptic stone wall that welcomes you when entering via the round gate. As men of science, we cannot fully grasp most of the phenomena happening around us. No apparent sign has been left behind, indicating the true motives of those carvers of these inconceivably old caverns. All I am sure is that this place holds something strange. Grasping the soil here firmly in both hands gives me a rudimentary sensation I cannot translate into words, something I'm sure no other mortal man has hitherto perceived. Okay. Is there a submarine here? There are a couple. Wait, what? This is not a submarine. It says caution, biological hazard, so it's presumably more like a cistern of some sort. Either way, I will check it out, but before I do, I want to make sure I have not overlooked anything in here. And I think that there was another passage. I guess I might have been wrong, because I thought at first this is a gateway, but it clearly isn't. And this is simply where I came from originally. So I guess by all means, let's go and hop into a cistern or something with a sign saying hazardous material inside, and see what's going to happen. So why would there be a sign, caution, biological hazard, on a submarine? Would you like to get on the submarine? Well, I think so. look around, move forward and backward, steer left and right, ascend and descend. Left control. Well, I assume I have to start it. Dolphin, highly maneuverable, compact exploration submarine. Follow the lights. Blueprint drawing, control room, watertight entrance, pilot controlled searchlight, front protector, upward thruster, hydrophone, auxiliary propeller, diesel engine, main propeller and rudder, control room panel, compressor gauge, engine pressure, saltwater depth to kill gauge, speed gauge, engine telegraph, leakage warning, overhead warning lamp, engine power warning lamp. This manual makes me wonder if I'm going to be required to like fix it at some point. I think I'm moving forward, and I presume I need to go down. I'm going. Okay, that was a narrow escape. I'm supposed to follow the lights. The problem is I don't even see any lights apart from the searchlight that's on this very submarine in the first place. I must say I wasn't expecting vehicle sections in this game, but I still don't see any outside lights that I'm supposed to follow, unless they are the blue ones. Oh, okay, this is a light. Is it not? Okay, that was poorly done. And I wonder if I can actually crash and die. If I can, it's probably going to happen. At one point or the other. Okay, this is an archway, right? Those are columns. Okay, I think I might be very close to crashing because the controls have even disappeared. Which I presume is supposed to mean that I am badly damaged. Well, yeah, I think I'm dead, actually. That's kind of hilarious. Well, obviously dying is not hilarious, but what is kind of hilarious to me is that this is basically a section of the game with no enemies of any kind, and I could theoretically take as much time as I wanted to, and I still managed to lose. Well, I guess I didn't lose yet, but I am on a very good way to actually do that. I hope it's not far. Okay, that was some kind of a red squid. I hope it's not far for your sake, because I'm pretty sure watching this cracked screen is probably not the most riveting thing that you have ever seen in your life. Okay, this reminds me of Half-Life 2 and the scenes with the G-Men, because they took place in this void with like white doors opening. He used to exit through them while leaving you in the darkness. Time to choose, Mr. Freeman.
Locked.
Okay, Mr. Blake. The head is not here. Some schematics for a mechanical eye, and this, which I've already read. This is about the mechanical head, but I guess they have not found it yet at this point in time. If this is indeed a vision of some sort. Oh, well, I guess they did find it. Here. It's just unceremoniously stashed in the shelf. Okay, I wonder. Oh, Dr. Faust's room is open. How about mine?
Locked.
Nope, mine is still locked. The power of this place, I believe, is too strong for the mind and body. At least, it disorients the feelings, bodily functions, and even more so the powers of judgment. Nevertheless, I didn't expect or even prepare for what happened during the session we held 2 days ago. Frank was not able to rise from the deep. Still, what strikes me the most is his controlled look and his speech when he came back to life. It was only subtle, but I was able to detect it. Doubtlessly a revulsion of feeling, was apparent in his countenance. There was something unnatural, something bizarre behind his marbled eyes. It seemed that he saw the deepest time frame we had been searching for a long time. I cannot be so sure about that, for his consciousness may have been hindering the flow of communication, but it is still highly possible. His speech, even though it was almost indiscernible, seemed awkward and foreign. The pronunciation was barbarously alien, and his diction had a curiously stilted quality. Beyond any doubt, the speaker was not Frank. I tried to speak to him, but he seemed unaware of me. Kept looking at a certain point on the wall in front. When I discerned from his speech, what I discerned from his speech, it was a long-dead language that only a few people know today, myself included. Decisis. So I was the sole person who understood what he had said, and I will keep it that way till everything is settled. 2 days ago, Frank has woken up screaming, covered in a cold sweat, unable to remember the contents of his dreams, the things that caused him to scream intensely enough to render Mr. Barlow speechless. I will consult PK about this event as soon as possible. Take care. Okay.
Stop.
Oh, damn it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because he disappeared. I presume he might have had something to say. Liber Ivonis. The book of something, but unfortunately I don't know that second word, so I don't know what that means. Okay, this is a phonograph cylinder. The King in Yellow. Now, I believe this is another Lovecraftian short story, but I don't remember this one. I don't know what it was about. The Elder Sign again. The clock. Although it seems like it's not running correctly, because from the hour hand, it seems it's like not that far to 12, but obviously the minute hand should be further along in this case, whereas it's only like on minute 12, so it does not seem to make that much sense. But maybe it's a clue, actually. Okay, Nova et integra universi orbis descriptio. So, the new and combined description of the globes of the world, or something like that? So, basically a revised map of the globe. Una sau spreszlisze kulte. So I believe that means unspeakable cults in German. And obviously, it is kind of cool for Dr. Faust to be German, because the original character of Dr. Faust, you know, the folkloric character, is of Germanic origin. I believe it's like a late medieval, like the first recorded mentions of that legend of Dr. Faust and his deal with the devil are like the late medieval period, beginnings of the Renaissance, something like that. Okay, let's listen to that phonograph tape. A phonograph cylinder of the song by Bach. Okay. Let's switch them.
2 days ago, Frank most probably could have reached the intended time period. Among all the Conarianauts, he is the most, how should I say it, gifted. But unfortunately, his heart ceased beating all of a sudden. This was most unfortunate, because when he came back, he doesn't remember anything specific. I believe there is no other way than increasing the intake dosage of the mixture. Very dangerous, but this seems the only way to raise the time limit and awareness in the sessions.
So it seems from that the sessions were supposed to transport our consciousness back in time, presumably to learn the secrets of this place back when it was still operational. And I guess it might explain why am I even now having visions of what seems to be past events. It might be like residual visions from the Conarium sessions I've been having before. Okay, still locked.
Where am I? How did I get here? When?
To other expedition parties, is there anyone who can read me? One person is dead, and 2 others have been injured by the partial ice cave collapse. There is something here with us. Do not come through our expedition route. I repeat, do not come through our expedition route.
Yes, I read you. This is Frank. For God's sake, what happened? And please, tell me where I can find you.
Frank, do not stray from your path. We have come across something terrible. Do not come here through our expedition route, no matter what happens. It looks like this fiendish netherworld depends on some kind of energy. An energy that is stored in curious stoneworks similar to an obelisk with crystals on top. And they are able to clear away some of the strange plants.
Dr. Faust? Dr. Faust? Oh, come on, not again! This is nonsense. I cannot understand what is going on.
Okay.
This stonework seems weak.
So I can break that if I still have a hatchet. Okay, found a secret, you say? But is there something in here already, or do I need to crack the other wall? Okay, what is this? It looks like some kind of a shrine. With different figurines. An ornamental object with a metallic part engraved within a sandstone rock, depicting an elder thing figure in the center. Okay. Obtained a trophy item. Damn it, so it seems... Oh, no, I have not missed any. I thought I missed one, but it's because the phonograph cylinder is so dark. It seems I have not missed any so far, if they are presented in chronological order, which I feel very good about. It's nice to know that I've been thorough in my investigations. Okay, this looks like an altar, which is presumably bad news, especially because all of the candles must have been lit rather recently, right? It's me again. No cutscene of my third eye opening or anything like that, seemingly. Where do I go first? Okay, this is blocked.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
So I cannot get through unless I devise a way to disperse them. Okay, but let's actually check the other side first, I guess.
As I predicted, a race, reptilian in physiology, lived inside these ruins after the original builders. The Elder Things left the area after some unknown cataclysmic event, now lost in an archaic and lost chapter of Earth's history. This relief depicts some reptilian creatures treating an Elder Thing with reverence. And the other relief with 4 tall figures, I believe, symbolizes empty vessels. columns. We've seen the same vessel figures depicted as assuming different roles several times in most of the murals or reliefs we've come across so far.
Okay.
I can't move it. The ice on the track is obstructing the movement. It won't budge.
Okay, and this should focus the light.
I believe I'm on a place high enough for me to see a wide vista before me, but the snowstorm is completely covering the view.
Okay, so it activated the lights.
I believe I'm on a place high enough for me to see a wide vista before me, but the snowstorm is completely covering the view.
Maybe it's enough to scare away the plants. Although, I dare to say, this makes absolutely no sense from a geographical, well, it's more of a topographical standpoint. Right? Because I was deep underwater, like I literally used a submarine to get in here, and yet just by traveling this short distance I'm seemingly at the top of a very high tower, which is obviously yet another staple of Lovecraftian fiction, because he liked to describe buildings and, generally speaking, architecture that is impossible. He especially liked the word non-Euclidian, which is a bit nonsensical, because if I remember my geometry correctly, non-Euclidean things are just like, I might be totally wrong here, but the general but it's not exactly important for me to be totally correct. I will post the relevant definitions in the description. My point is, because I don't remember which is which, but basically Euclidean geometry and non-Euclidean geometry are all perfectly natural in the sort of real world. It's just the fact that one of them deals with like flat things, just with in 2 dimensions, and the other one is basically 3D things. So there's nothing particularly unnatural about non-Euclidean geometry, but I guess if that tells me anything, is that probably Lovecraft knew as little about maths as I do, which is not much, let me tell you. Okay, so it did destroy the plants, but it makes me want to investigate those other tunnels first, because I assume they are auxiliary.
Looks like something's missing here. These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
Okay, so presumably I need to place like a crystal here, or something that would focus the light and open the way forward, right? I can't remove one of those. Yeah, it's like a crystal. Ornamental object. Okay, so it did exactly what I was expecting it to do. Some reptilian figures. Okay, I saw some of them going through here. Which I presume is relevant.
This stonework seems...
Is this the main passage? Seemingly so, but that would mean this is not. Which is a bit weird. You'd think if the vision indicated...
The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
The symbol on this stone is illegible. There's no glyph on this stone. The symbol on this stone is illegible. There's no glyph on this stone.
Doesn't look like I can add my own stones. Or at least, maybe I don't have any.
The symbol on this stone is illegible.
Well, there seemingly is.
I don't remember this symbol.
Actually, I might remember this symbol.
The symbol on this stone is illegible.
But even if I do...
I don't remember this symbol.
What do I actually do with them?
That glyph doesn't ring any bells. I don't remember this symbol. The symbol on this stone is illegible. There's no glyph on this stone. I don't remember this symbol.
I guess maybe I need to find more of them?
That glyph doesn't ring any bells. I don't remember this symbol. That glyph doesn't ring any bells. I don't remember this symbol. The symbol on this stone is illegible. I I don't remember this symbol. That glyph doesn't ring any bells. This symbol is exactly the same with the one I saw in the vision about repetition of specific symbols within the caverns below the base.
Okay, so I've removed one of them. Which one was it? This. So do I need to place it in one of the other sets? If it has the corresponding symbol or something? Because I cannot even interact with the rest of them for now. But it doesn't look like I can place it anywhere else necessarily. Found this crystal. Remember it from a vision, you say? But what do I actually do with it? Well, I guess following this passage might reveal that. Okay, interesting. That's clearly a human skeleton, which is obviously weird in ruins that supposedly predate humanity. Although the protagonist seems to have nothing to say in that regard. This one has an ornamental headdress. This feathered mask I took from the head of one of the skeletons, sitting silently in their eternal resting places, signs of color that can be seen on the now solidified feathers made me think how flamboyant it might have once been. Okay. Wait. Was this the passage that I broke with the axe? I think it was, but looks a little bit different, seems to me. Okay, either way, I think that this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to end it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.